Alright you guys, today our lesson is estimate, sums, and differences. Estimate means round, sums is the answer to an addition problem, and differences is the answer to a subtraction problem. So we're going to round to add and subtract. To estimate sums and differences, we're going to go through a couple of steps. So step 1 is to round each number to the place value given. So here are the directions. It says round each number to the nearest hundred, then add. Before we can add, we need to round. And what place are we going to round to? The hundreds place. So that is right here. So I'm going to go ahead and circle this 4 and make it my balloon. The 8's going to hold that balloon. So 4 is my balloon, 8's going to hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's greater than 5, so that means my balloon's going to go up. Everything after it's going to be a 0. Anything before it's going to stay the same. So it's going to look like that. So it's going to go from 5,481 to 5,500 because the 4 changes to a 5 since the 8 is bigger than 5, and everything after turns to a 0. You're going to do the same thing for the next number. So again, we're doing the hundreds place, so the 3 is my balloon, and then 2, so the 3 is going to stay the same because if I let go of 2 fingers, I still have 3 fingers holding onto the balloon. So the 2 is going to stay the same, the 3 is going to stay the same, and then the 2 and 6 are going to turn to a 0, which is going to make it look like that. Step 2 is we're going to add the 2 rounded numbers. Now if we're trying to subtract or find the difference, instead of adding the 2 rounded numbers, we would subtract. But right now we're doing an addition problem, as you can see, so we're going to add. So we've already rounded, that was step 1, and now we're going to add. So I'm going to start right here. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 3 is 8. And 5 plus 2 is 7. And start right here, go 1, 2, 3, and put a comma. And that's my answer. Okay, you guys, here's our second problem. It says, about how much is 7,542 minus 3,225? Round to the thousands place. Okay, if we didn't see this round, we would know that we still needed to round because of this word right here. About. About tells us that we're going to round. So, what we need to do now is round to the thousands place, and of course we're subtracting, it says so right here. So here's my problem already written out, and I'm going to round to the thousands place. So, that's right there. So my 7 is going to be my balloon, my 5 is going to hold my balloon if I let go of 5 fingers, my 7 would go up to 8, everything after is going to stay the same, so that means it's going to become 8,000, and then my 3 is going to be my balloon, and the 2 is going to hold that. If I let go of 2 fingers, then the 3 would stay the same, so the 3 is going to stay the same because I would still be holding on to the balloon, and everything after that is going to turn to a 0. So that means that I have 3,000. Now, am I missing anything? Do you notice something that's right here that I don't have here? If you thought about a $sign, you were right. So here it is. Alright. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 8 plus 3 is 11, and I can't forget my $sign. I start here, 1, 2, 3, and now I need to put my comma. Alright, here's our third problem. We have 1,454 plus 335, and then it says hundreds. So this means we're going to round to the hundreds, and we're adding. So I'm going to start by writing 1,454 plus 335. I want you to notice that I started lining up here in the ones place. We don't start anywhere else. We make sure that that's lined up. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is round or estimate, and I'm rounding to the hundreds place. So that is right here. So I'm going to take this 4, I'm going to circle it, it's my balloon, and the 5 is going to hold it. If I let go of 5 fingers, then my 4 would go up and change to 5. So this 1 is going to stay the same because it's before my balloon. So I'm going to write 1, and then my 4, because this is a 5 or greater, is going to go up, making that a 5. And the 2 numbers after are going to be zeros. Anything after what I'm rounding to is a 0. And then this is my balloon now. And so my neighbor is holding it. If I let go of 3 fingers, I still have 2 fingers holding on. So that means that my 3 is going to stay the same, and anything after the 3, so 1, 2, is zeros. Okay, so step 1 is done. I have rounded. Now step 2 is to add. So 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 3 is 8, 1 plus nothing is 1, and I make sure to add a comma. There's my answer. Okay, here is our final problem. We have 48,344 minus 7,263, and we are rounding to the thousands place. So step 1, actually first I'm going to write my problem out, and then I'm going to go to step 1. Okay, now that I have that done, I'm going to start rounding to the thousands place, which is this 8 and this 7 right here. So I'm going to circle the 8, it's going to be my balloon, and 3, if I let go of 3 fingers, then it's going to stay the same, so this 8's going to stay the same. What's before it's going to stay the same, so that 4, and then anything after is going to become a 0, so that means it's going to be 4, 8, and there are 3 digits after the 8, so it's 1, 2, 3 zeros. And then I'm going to subtract. Okay, my 7 is in the thousands place, so I'm going to make that a balloon. If I let go of 2 fingers, the 7 is going to stay the same. Anything after is a 0. Alright, 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 8 minus 7 is 1, and 4 minus nothing is 4. There we go. Good job. Okay, please go to your first math rotation.